Welcome back to the channel. What's up? Today we are going to look at nice guys. And I got my notes here, so if I'm reading a bit, I have. If you have ever wondered why nice guys finish last, here are some things to look at. Um, Thanks for joining, and let's jump into it. So, nice guys always finish last. Why? Why do nice guys finish last? Let's take a look. So, I wondered, I sure did wonder, when I was a nice guy, I always did everything right um, in my life. I always try to do everything right. I was that gentleman, honest person in a sense. I always put others before myself. I did what society tells you to do. I opened the doors, got the flowers, do. You know, I was the nice guy. Society tells you be the nice guy, you'll get everything, and then, well, that is just crap advice. It doesn't work so much in the real world, right? It doesn't work. So the nice guy. So there are two kinds of, well, let's look at this quick. So for this video, I think let's just discuss a little mini series, right? No, let's do the whole thing, right? So there are two kinds of guys in the world, or men, right? If you want to call it men, guys, whatever. You got the normal men and the nice guys, right? So we'll break it down a bit more. So being the nice guy sounds great, sounds like it would be a good thing. But the question here is to ask is, are the nice guys genuinely nice? Or is it a mask to hide that scared person underneath? Um, for me, being the nice guy was to hide that scared boy below the surface. Now, scared of what others thought of me. I am, maybe they won't like me if I'm different from them, or if I say something against them. I would try hide myself, um, you know, just to go along with everyone. It'd be nice in the hopes, opening a door for the woman. I didn't open it because I just opened it. I opened it because, oh, I wanted her to notice me. I'm so nice without being directly forthcoming, um, right? Not causing rocking the boat or anything. And these are caused from childhood experiences, I keep saying that everyone, especially boys, went through, but that's a topic for another time. You know, especially boys, young experiences happened when they were kids. Da 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 da. This caused them to have this mindset, and I know a lot of people that have this mindset. They have the mindset I had, and are not even aware of it. Most nice guys aren't even aware they have this mindset. Um, but they keep asking themselves, why me? Like, why, when I do everything right the way society tells me, why does, for example, the girl choose the a-hole? Why instead of me? Why, who have been there? I have been there for her. I helped her. I did this for her. I did that. I did this. I was there. I was, talk to me, everything. Why does she choose that guy and not me? And this is just the most common example. But this will be when that question of why is asked the most. This is why when I ask myself, like, why I'm doing everything right, why is this happening? This is the scenario where you ask it the most. And then let's look at the next one, right? The next one is the authentic man. This is where I aspire to become. I'm going to become this. But um, then you get like the authentic man, right? The authentic man, a normal guy, or I'm attributing the normal person to be, or what you should be, is the authentic man. I like to call them, right? And they are the guys who are always getting the girls, winning at life, and in all aspects, not just in one area, not just with the girls, whatever. And they finish before the nice guys. Why? Why do they finish before the nice guys? The key would be they put themselves first and take care of their needs. Um, in a sense, does not mean like they forsake everybody else's needs or whatever, but they put themselves first. They get their needs met first. Um, Unlike the nice guy who tries to get his needs met in an indirect way, the authentic man will go after the things he wants. He doesn't sit around passively waiting for the other person to respond to his feelings. Like, I'm opening the door for you. I'm listening to you. I'm doing this for you. They respond to my feelings. No, they don't. They will directly tell the girl, hey, I like you, or whatever the situation is. They'll go for it directly. There's no beating around the bush. It's direct. This does not mean you should be an a-hole. Please don't. That's not what I'm saying. Use your brains a bit. I'm not saying be an a-hole. I'm saying authentic men are still gentlemen. They treat people with respect. They are genuinely nice and not faking it. They give without expecting anything back. Help because they can and want to, not because they feel they have to, so the person will like them, or in case the person thinks they are bad. Example, right? They are doing it because that's what they do. Then you get the authentic. Yeah. So let's. What is the image of an authentic man for you, right? For me, let's take a look. So when what do you think of when you think of an authentic man? What comes to mind? So for me, what I'm aspiring to, what comes to my mind when I think of an authentic man, which is what we're on the mission to become, is someone who is strong in body and mind, right? Assertive in his choices and his actions, but can admit when he is wrong and can pivot to correct his mistakes. He is a true leader in everything he does. So he builds the people up around him. He serves his communities and serves his family. He serves his inner circle. He takes care of his people. He provides for his community. Always gets things done that have to be done. Um, he can be comfortable in stressful, chaotic situations. He can make the hard choices. You know, so that's what a nice guy portrays, right? That's what a nice guy. Sorry, that's what an authentic man is. He portrays that. So let's look at what does a nice guy portray, right? So a nice guy portrays a lack of confidence, right? Nice guys lack a confidence and assertiveness. So when a nice guy walks in a room, does anyone notice him? No. I was non-existent when I was in the nice guy situation when I was younger. I would walk somewhere, no one knew I was there. Um, the presence doesn't fill the room. People don't look at him like, oh, this guy's trustworthy. This guy can handle the decision making. No. He's seen as lacking confidence or assertiveness, and these are traits that are attractive in the competitive or the sexual dynamics, being assertive, being confident. This is attractive to the opposite sex. Excuse me. Another thing is passivity. Nice guys are always scared to rock the boat, always putting the others before themselves, which then in turn makes them look passive and weak. Nice guys are less likely to take change or assert their needs and desires, which in a social dynamic, your body language broadcasts this, and then that ties you broadcasts this passivity, and this ties into the next one, which is manipulation by others. So very easily manipulated, right? Nice guys can be easily taken advantage of by those who are more aggressive, self-serving. Why? Because nice guys don't want to be perceived as bad or don't want to be disliked. They bow to other people. And I'm saying this from personal experience. You bow to other people, which is not good. When you get someone who has a stronger character, right, and that person knows how to manipulate people or how to take advantage of the situation, how to use the nice guy, because the nice guy is the easiest to take advantage of. You're not gonna say anything back. You can see a lot of this in certain spaces where you have that girl who has that one male bestie and they have known each other for a long time. I've seen a few of these. I've known a few of these. Luckily, I used to be one in my teen years, but I'm not now, or like I got out of that luckily. Um, but I've seen guys that have been with this girl for friends, best friends with this girl for like 8+ years, and they're deeply in love with her, and she's just going through all the other guys in the club, and it's like that. Why? You can see it from the outside. He's in love, and she knows it, but is not interested in him. But she still keeps him around and takes advantage of him to do things for her. I've seen that. Invisibility. Nice guys are invisible, right? Because you are always nice, agreeable, you seem to have no personality, no uniqueness. Nothing stands out about you, which makes you then blend into the background. And they then, become an afterthought. You are only remembered when they want something from you or they want you to do something. In the dating space, you will always be overlooked for the more outspoken or charismatic person. I was this person again. I was always overlooked at the parties or events that I went to, unless the people needed something like a refill or help with something they didn't want to do. With opposite sex, I was non-existent unless it was a friend again that they could use. I wasn't the guy that girls wanted to talk to unless it was to do something. Then nice guys portray the misaligned expectations. This is a massive one. Nice guys expect that kindness to be reciprocated in kind, reciprocated in kind. Sorry. This is essentially a COVID contract. What's a COVID contract? A COVID contract is when you have an unspoken condition to your action. For example, you buy something for your partner, think to yourself, okay, I did something nice for her, she will do fill in the blank. In reality, people don't always respond as we thought they would, which then leads to disappointment and resentment because they didn't respond in what you thought they would. Another one of the traits that or things that the nice guys portray is a fear of rejection. Remember, this is you kind of see this on the person. All of these traits that I'm listing on the nice guy. Um, this is what they portray. Maybe not verbally, but you can pick it up from body language and whatnot. So fear of rejection. This is one of the major driving factors, sorry, for the nice guy syndrome behavior. Because of childhood experiences, nice guys fear rejection. And because of this fear, nice guys play it safe in life, right? What does that mean? Play it safe. They are always avoiding risk. They are not rocking the boat, and they're not being honest. They're not being in integrity. They're not stating what it is they want, and this prevents them from taking risk in their lives, in their careers. Which is why this adds to why they finish last because they don't take that risk. They don't take that next step. Another one is lack of boundaries. Nice guys have no idea how to set healthy boundaries and enforce them. Without setting clear boundaries, nice guys end up in situations where their kindness can be exploited, people not respecting them, which then leads to a burnout or a resentment. When you are not expecting, when you are not respected, it's because you don't respect yourself. Right? When you're not respecting yourself, people around you are not going to respect you. Why? Why would they need to? People will follow your lead on how to treat you with the way you treat yourself, right? And the way you let them. When someone sees you don't have self-respect, and they're not going to respect you. What do you think? Like when you see someone out there who doesn't respect themselves, what do you think of them? What is your inner thoughts? Do you find them attractive? Do you find them dependable? More often than not, you are turned off or you pull away from them. If that person is doesn't respect themselves. Another one is the misinterpretation of motives, right? So niceness can be misconstrued to as having ulterior motives. So again, nice guys have no uniqueness to them. You try for whatever role you think the other person wants which then creates this barrier, or it creates a barrier between you and the other person, because they can tell something's not right. You know what? This does not. He does not seem genuine. He does not see. He seems fake and dis, disgenuous, which then leads to this kind of distrust or skepticism of you. Another one is the social and cultural expectations. You know, the confident, more dominant guys always get the girl, or they get the promotion, or they get whatever out of life. Whatever it is, society often rewards the more dominant, assertive behavior, especially in professional and romantic situations. Pushing those who prioritize being nice to the side because they're getting what they want, going after it, right? Um, Nice guys that have failed to stand out. As a nice guys, we don't stand out. We are mediocre in everything we do. We're never really being successful. We're never really hitting our full potential. We're always catering to what others want or too afraid of what they may think, and they blend in and just hanging around. Most environments value competition or assertiveness. Like, oh, this guy's different. This guy's a go-getter. This guy does it right. But nice guys struggle to differentiate themselves and showcase their unique strengths, which then could lead to better outcomes or and a standing out amongst the crowd. Um, these are just some of the reasons that nice guys finish last. Nice guys are essentially invisible. You lack a personality, or should I say, you don't know who nice guys don't know who they really are, and this comes across in their body language, their appearance, all aspects of their lives. Right? Nice guys, they don't stand up for themselves. 99.999% of nice guys let people walk over them, and 99.99% of people are not attracted or interested in people who don't have respect. If you let, then that you can walk all over. You're not interested in people like that unless you got something wrong. You have a bit of a sick thing. So we've got work to do. All right, there's a lot of work to do to fix this, right? So these are just traits I mentioned for your waking up point. Now you're aware of these. You can start finding ways to overcome these challenges, and getting ahead in life, getting what you really want out of life. Great resource to start with this, getting over all of these things, is Dr. Robert Glover's book, No More Mr. Nice Guy. Um, he covers all of these things in there. Great resource to get. I highly recommend. Um, yeah, that's it. This is just a wake up point, just some things to point out, what to aspire to become, what I aspire to become, should I say. And some of the traits that I have and had, still I'm working on getting rid of. Um, yeah. But hey, life's a game. It's time you start leveling up. Cheers.